Hi, this is episode 63 of Crondos. I'm your host, Jordan Hudgens. I'm a Ruby dev and the CTO of the Bootcamp platform. It seems like the entire world is talking about the importance of becoming a coder. However, many of these discussions aren't practical. This guide will walk you through the various developer learning options available today and help you decide on which option is right for you and your goals. If you're new to development, the first task you should complete is decide why you want to learn programming. There are a number of reasons for learning how to code, including to become a professional developer, improving your skill in your current profession, or simply learning for fun and for hobby projects. It's important to decide on your goals since they will dictate which learning strategy to take when it comes to learning programming. Let's look at each one of them in detail. If your goal is to become a professional developer, congratulations. You'll be joining one of the fastest growing industries that the world has ever seen. The pay is great and the right dev jobs are both fun and rewarding. However, with all these benefits come a strict set of learning requirements. I've gone into some of these prerequisites to professional development jobs in the past episodes, if you'd like to check them out. Without getting into too much detail, pro coding jobs will require you to become proficient in a programming language and several frameworks. And simply building applications that function properly isn't enough for most jobs. Instead, you'll need to be able to build apps that follow processes such as test and behavior-driven development, clean coding styles that are scalable, and adhere to industry best practices. You also need to be able to coordinate with dev teams and seamlessly work with code version control system, and the list goes on and on. Any platform or guides that say you can become a professional developer in a month, or claims like that, are simply lying to you. Becoming a professional developer takes years. I've been a dev for over a decade and I'm still learning each day. With that being said, if you want to make a career as a developer, there are countless resources for achieving your goals. Personally, I'd recommend starting with a developer bootcamp. Bootcamps allow you to become fully immersed in a language or framework over a course of several months, and many of them, including the one I run, DevCamp, offer job guarantees after you've completed the course. These immersive programs aren't easy or cheap. They'll usually require around 40 hours a week of study and practice, and you'll find they range from about $5,000 to $20,000. This may seem like a pricey option. However, how many training platforms guarantee you'll get a job after a few months of study? It may seem like I said a contradictory statement when I said that developer bootcamps can help get a coding job for you in only a few months, but I also said it takes years to become a professional developer. Let me let you in on a dirty little secret in the software world. Many individuals working developer jobs are not professional programmers. After getting hired from a coding bootcamp, you'll most likely be a junior developer. The companies that hire bootcamp graduates understand that they're usually new to programming and they'll take it upon themselves to continue the new hire's education. This is a win-win scenario. Developers are able to get great paying jobs with limited experience, and software companies are able to train developers to follow procedures specific to their organization. Another great reason for having an interest to learn programming is to improve in your current career. I'll give you a great example of how this can work. I have a good friend who spent his entire education focused on business. After graduating from college, he got a job working for an energy company, and he realized he wasn't climbing the corporate ladder quite as fast as he wanted. He approached me initially to see what it would take for him to transition to become a full-time developer. After just a few minutes of speaking with him, it became very apparent he didn't really want to become a programmer. He was simply frustrated with his current job. So I began to ask him questions about what types of tasks he had at work. He worked in the supply chain division for his company, and it was his job to comb through fleet management data and generate reports. I proposed that he learn the basics of programming and then focus on data science. After a few months, he had successfully built a big data analysis program that he was able to manage an entire division with. When he presented the work to his company's executives, they were so impressed with the program that he was promoted and given a hefty raise. When I talk to him now, he doesn't mention leaving his job anymore. Instead, he discusses how he loves it and how he's constantly looking for new ways to integrate automated mechanisms to improve the work that he does. If you think that this scenario fits with your goals, you can follow a much different plan than professional developers. You can take online courses that walk you through practical projects that really can help fit the purpose of your own needs. For example, the executive I just mentioned didn't learn how to build a machine learning algorithm from scratch. In fact, he'd be completely lost in even an entry-level computer science class. Instead, he took one of my programming courses and saw how the decision tree I built could be used in his division. After altering the data points, he was able to use it for his own specific needs. Last on the list is learning coding for fun. This is a fun and relaxed way to learn. If you have a pet project that you've been wanting to build, or if you're simply learning for the sake of learning, you'll discover a wide variety of resources that'll help you achieve your goals. When people ask me where to start when it comes to building code projects for fun, I typically point them to practical tutorials. If you're simply learning for fun, you don't have to waste your time on complex computer science terms or topics. Instead, you can focus on following step-by-step guides that'll walk you through how to build something that you can actually enjoy and that you can use. For these type of guides, you can access affordable ones on sites like Udemy, where I've published a few courses. The great thing about these types of courses is that they come with videos, written guides, and the source code for the project that you'll be building. This approach to learning makes for a great way to be introduced to development. And you never know, starting with hobby projects could end up taking you into a path where you become a professional programmer. In summary, I hope that this has been a helpful discussion on the various developer learning options that are available. I'd recommend checking out each option and taking an honest look at which one is right for you. No matter what you decide, learning how to code is a great experience, and I recommend it for everyone to study in some form or another.